It's time to fight under the full moon. We are outside live at Empire Fight Camp. I'm Todd Grisham. And next to me for the broadcast, the one and only Johnny Nelson.
It's going to be unbelievable.
And it's the King, Amir King Khan. He's Bolton's finest. Watch for those hands tonight. They are as fast as they come. Here.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner from Bolton.
You've heard of people dancing underneath the moonlight? Tonight, it's a fight. Great to have you with us for this all-action affair. We expect big things, and I don't think we're going to be disappointed. Nice counter punch right up the middle. One moment changes everything, especially in this division. The straight right just misses. Well done with that counter shot. Trying to land that jab. Nice counter shot. Have you ever danced with the devil under the pale moonlight? That's what these two men are about to go through as they've been talking so much trash on social media. It's time to settle the score.
Now things have cooled down. Now the fans are heating it up again. They've been excited, waiting for this. How have they prepared for this, these fighters? This is going to be so hard, but so different.
Stamina is off the charts. I can't believe we're only halfway through the round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
How about that time counter shot? No rest for the weary. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Nice counter shot. Couldn't land that jab. A typical outside fighter, as you know, focuses on defense, stick and move, stick and move.
Outside fighters create so much unpredictable movement, moves left to right, box forward, box backwards. You don't know if they're going to attack or defend. Nightmare fighters.
Catch and shoot. His stamina is off the charts. And just as quickly as it slows down, it heats back up. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Khan in that last round. Well, there was no doubt about who won that round.
As long as they don't get complacent.
And there's the bell for round 2. Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
There's a counter shot. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. That counter punch caught him clean. This counter fighter believes in the anything you can do, I can do better. They'll let you throw a punch first, and they'll answer you and usually hit you harder.
Counter punch is my favorite kind of fighter. A good counter puncher, they're the people that make the history of our sport.
We wanted action, and they are giving us action. He threw a punch and just got countered. And he just missed with that left jab. Good counter punch. Beautiful counter punch. Good counter punching. Oh boy! Amir Khan dazed! No, we don't see a knockdown.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What do they do? What do they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
You gotta like what you're seeing as we reach the halfway point of this round.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them. More than happy.
He blocks the hook. A lot of people love watching fighters in this weight class because they've got the speed and they've got the power. What a punch. Nice counter. Perfect punch. Let's see that again.
A shot from the gods took him out.
Let's talk about Khan in that last round. A lot of work needs to be done in this corner. 2 knockdowns in the last round.
There's always a way back. Don't ever run.
Here we go in round 3. Who's going to land the first big shot? Is this the beginning of the end after 2 knockdowns last round?
2 knockdowns, and you're coming back from that. That's near on impossible because your head must be all over the place. Your legs are feeling like jelly. What can they tell you in the corner? All they can do is wake you up. They can't even go into game plan.
And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Punch, counter punch. This fighter has determined that they can walk through any punches that their opponent throws, and that's a very confident spot to be in.
Work the body, frustrate them, take the mind off the chin, take the mind off protection, everything around that. Work the body, use tactics. Sometimes it's all right to actually outbox a fight and beat them on points.
We exchange punches. A perfect counter shot. Straight right just misses. Holding nothing back here in the round. That counter shot lands. When you've got someone with the hand speed that this fighter possesses, how do you deal with it?
When you have a fight that's got that great footwork and that great hand speed, it's so hard. It's an uphill battle.
Beautiful counter shot. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Defense is not an option for these two. Those counter punches have to hurt. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Just misses with that jab. And he scores with the counter. Is he going to punch himself out, though? Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Perfect counter lands. This is with the straight left. You can't throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You're gonna get knocked out. Nice counter punch. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Khan in that last round. Talk about a one-sided 3 minutes we just saw.
I seriously hope the judges...
And there's the bell to start round 4. Well, Johnny, can he keep the momentum going after that last huge round for him?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
How much confidence do you build when your opponents hit you with their best shot and you walk right through it?
The middleweights are the best you can ever come across. Obviously, the glamour weight is a heavyweight, but the middleweight is the size of the average man or woman. When you get in there and you're letting the shots go, you've got power, you've got speed, you've got pace. You can stand, you can dance, you can do everything. We can look back in history. You know the amazing fights at middleweight are ridiculous. That is what writes our history books.
They need to be careful they don't punch themselves out here. How about that time counter shot? And that jab just missed with the left hand. Stamina is so important for these two fighters because it allows them to use their skills throughout the match. It can all come down to who's in better shape.
Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about want.
How about that time counter shot? They're both going for the KO. It's so obvious. Can't land that jab. What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
I've seen some aggressive fighters like this, and they are a nightmare. If you are not fit, that is the worst place to be, having second thoughts in the ring.
And there goes Jacobs. He's down. Wow, that impact was incredible. Let's take another look at it.
You're right, Todd. What a...
They got knocked down, but didn't stay down. Once again, showing you how much grit and courage this fighter has.
He's up, but for how long? Look at him. On the heels. Look at it. It's not for that.
Final 10 seconds here, and I think he knows who's won this round. Talk about Jacobs in that last round. Boy, this next round is going to be crucial considering the knockdown we just witnessed. Here we go in round 5. Who's going to land the first big shot? His eyes look pretty clear here, Johnny. How do you think he's going to do after being knocked down in the last round?
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
He misses with that straight left. Jacobs in real trouble. I thought that was the end, but here we go again. Back into the fire.
Now they've got to...
So he's going to take a knee here and get the mandatory 8 count.
That must have really dented the ego. You don't want your opponent to see you do that.
Good one. both know who the bigger power puncher is. There's a significant power difference. How would you handle that?
Sometimes when you get in there with someone that's so powerful, you've got to think them. You've just got to be smarter than them. You've got to be like a little Fagan and pickpocket them.
Those who thought this would be a mismatch, you are sorely wrong.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Beautiful counter shot. Looking to land the hook. He needs to be careful not to punch himself out. Nice counter shot. You can see the heavy breathing, but that's not slowing him down. They exchange punches. Missing with the hook. Ooh, and Daniel Jacobs just got rocked. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Talk about Jacobs in that last round. I'm worried about these two fighters gassing out as this fight goes on.
This is when you talk about championship material.
There's the bell to start round 6. Let's see how much recovery they saw there in the last minute.
An amazing pace and tempo set in the last round. Can you keep this up? Me personally, I don't think that's possible. And if they can, their training, their conditioning would have been ridiculous, like they're in the army. But these guys, if they can keep up this pace, we are in for a great night.
How nervous would you get when you know... Oh, wait a minute! Oh, boy, the Miracle Man now in some trouble. Trying to buy time. It appears that the moment of trouble has passed, at least for now.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed. Back on it. Like it never happened.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Nice counter. Might want to think of holding on here for a minute. He threw a punch and just got countered. Beautiful counter punch. What heart, what desire, but at what cost? A very competitive round here so far.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
I've seen some fighters with a granite chin. You can hit them with a sledgehammer, they are not going to move. But then I've seen some mad punchers with a chin like a cliff. As soon as you touch them, they're gone. And this is the danger spot.
The referee taking a look here, and if the fighter can't see, the fighter can't fight. So that's that. The referee's made his judgment, and we carry on. What a knockout headshot. Let's watch it again. And they knew it when they threw it.
Even up.
They're on their feet, but is this the beginning of the end? Final 10 seconds here, unless something major happens. I think we all know who won that one. Let's talk talk about Khan in that last round. Well, he's got Bambi legs walking back to the corner, but he's still in it. Here comes round 7. They've got to be feeling confident now after what happened last round.
I have no idea what they have left. How do you come back from something like that? Not down twice? Where's your head at? Where's your energy levels at? It tells you you've got nothing left.
Good defense on that right hook. So far, it seems like aggression has been the key. This fighter just not slowing down.
Middleweight always gives us a class. If you've got 2 class middleweight fighters, you are in for action. I'm quite sure right now, if you know your boxing, there's a certain fighter, I would just say marvelous, but some fighters were unbelievable middleweight.
Fear you have with this fighter is, has he punched himself out? Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Well, they're going deep into the gas tank on this round. This fighter expending a lot of energy in this round. Well, Johnny, has anything surprised you here as we enter the final frames? Cue up the replay machine. I have got to see that again.
That's lights out, right?
Well, they're back up now, but they've got to be cautious. Cannot afford to trade back now, can they, Johnny?
That is a show of character. When you're put down, your ego's hurt, your chin's hurt, your body's hurting, and you've got to get up, suck it up, and think, right, I'm back in the game again. It's so hard for a fighter.
Perfect counter shot. A lot of effort being exerted here. Is he going to punch himself out, though? Nice counter shot. Talk about Khan in that last round. Well, this is a very important break here for this fighter. They've been knocked down twice. And there's the bell for round 8. Last round was a disaster. What can they do here to turn this around?
2 knockdowns in that last round. There'll be sheer panic in that corner. What do? Do they throw the towel in? Do they let him come back out again? Because they know their fighter is like a lamb to the slaughter.
Punch, counter punch. Time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Well, just a couple rounds left, Johnny. What's your assessment so far?
Because you've got a good chin doesn't mean you've got leather skin. It means you can still get caught. So you've got to go for those point areas over the eyebrow, the cheekbone. You've just got to try and cut them, skin them, go for speed.
Well done with that counter shot. Incredible work rate. Punch to the head looks so good live. Let's see it again in slow motion and really appreciate it. You heard that right, ladies and gentlemen. A knockout victory and one of the biggest surprises of the year.
A knockout victory? That's not a knock.